Hey everybody, this is Petey from the Spinner Rack, and today we're going to talk more about DC FanDome. Now, this kitty decided he wants to leave now. Oh no, he's going to stay for the show. He's going to stay, great. Just need to reposition. I'm a little too loud. So, we're going to do some more trailers from the DC FanDome. Well, before we get into that, Cal say hello. Cal say hello to everybody.
Hey, what's going on? Galvin Ellis here, ready to rock.
And what did you think of DC FanDome overall?
I was disappointed because a lot of the stuff that I wanted to see got canceled.
What got canceled?
There was supposed to be a free viewing of Superman, Man of Tomorrow, the new animated film. That was canceled. There was supposed to be a panel with a surprise guest. I'm pretty sure that was going to be Henry Cavill. That was canceled. So stuff like that got canceled. And I mean, you know, it's a totally different era right now, dealing with trying to put these things on, and you can't actually bring people to them. You know, so I thought the fact that they did as much as they did was cool. I was just disappointed in the stuff that I wanted to see. Unfortunately, I couldn't see.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the Wonder Woman trailer, and then we'll do some other episodes with the other trailer. So definitely come back and watch all of them on our channel and subscribe, like, and we can't just have the comic gators, chiming in on our page. We got to have some other people too. We want to fight it out with everybody. We like arguing with everybody. So anyway, let me find this trailer.
Especially each other.
Here we go.
This world is not yet ready for all that you will do. The time will come, Diana. And everything will be different.
Citizens of the world, I'm here to change your life. Anything you want, anything you dream of, you can have it. Look like you saw a ghost. Diana, look at you. It's like no one day has passed.
I don't want to be like anyone. I want to be my apex predator. You've always had everything, while people like me have had nothing. Well, now it's my turn. Get used to it.
I've never been one for rules. The answer is always more. The way I fly, they will never find us.
I forgot to tell you.
What?
Radar.
Will they shoot at us?
Barbara, what did you do?
I'm not so keen on this one. I figure you are, but you know what? I'm ready to go.
I think we can do better.
Parachute pants?
Yeah,
Does everybody parachute now?
There we go. We survived the Wonder Woman trailer.
It wasn't that bad.
I'm just kidding. I liked it. I mean, I'll just stop here because it's always the sequel curse of having the supervillain start out with glasses and nerdy and then become apex predator later on. So
yeah, we haven't seen that before. Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
So yeah, I think it's a good. I mean, it gives us a lot more story in this one. We get to see. I think that's in there in they in Boston in that one of those shots in there, or that's still in Washington? It's still in Washington.
Right. Still in Washington.
Okay, still in Washington. So I'm trying to see if they were going to try to draw in some more of the George Perez stuff. But ultimately, it looks fun, and I think even though it wasn't clear she could fly in the first movie, there's scenes where she's not flying and the scenes where it seems like she's flying. In this one, they decided to go DC, and no one has gone full DC with that with the using the lasso to tie against clouds, lightning bolts. That is the magical DC. You don't get any more DC than that. Which I'm not being cynical. I'm saying I enjoy it. Do your DC thing. Push like in one of the comics, some of the earlier comic books. Wonder Woman was able to tie her lasso around a house and lift the whole house up. And that sort of brings into the sort of comic book feel, which, I mean, people don't think Marvel had it. People think Marvel was realistic, but they kind of pushed the boundaries of realism too. So, and I grew up, I was reading Batman in Space. I was reading all that stuff at the same time, whether I like Marvel or not more. So I'm saying, bring it on. Do something to show that you're a little bit different than the Marvel crowd. So what do you say?
The first trailer is what sold me on this film, and it was exactly what you were talking about right there with her swinging the lassoing the lightning and going from this to that. And at one point, you got to turn up that part of your brain that wants to be logical. Because at one point, I'm like, well, how is she lassoing the lightning? She'd have to be pretty fast. I'm like, it doesn't need to be fast. She's got the light. She's got the lasso. The lasso's magic. It's just having fun. But yeah, that's straight out of a comic book right there. Just a really cool scene. The cheetah actually looks good. You know, it looks much better than I would have imagined it could. That looks good. You still the chemistry between her and between Gal Gadot and Chris Pine, even it looks really good. Looks even better than last time. You know, they got the little they had that. There's only one scene where I was kind of like, I'm not too sure, why we had to see that. The scene where she's coming out of the car and she's got the white dress on and you get to see all the leg.
Well, that's there sort of saying that she hasn't changed a bit, but it's like it's such a wide off shot. It's not really that oomph to sort of say she looks the same. And I think there's scenes of her walking around in tight leather pants in the Justice League that are like oomph. This is like a little too wide, but anyway.
No, I saw that shot, and I'm certain in the movie it'll make more sense because of course she's supposed to look very elegant,
yes,
sexy, beautiful, all that stuff going together. But in that shot right there, I was just kind of like, I'm trying to understand, okay, why do we see that there? It would have been different. I mean, when you see her and Steve walking and she's got the outfit on, you're like, okay, maybe that's why, But, that was like the only one that was, but that's me overthinking it, as I have to honestly say. Other than that, it's a solid look. That's a solid looking trailer. I mean, and from what I saw at DC FanDome, it seemed like they all just had a ton of fun making that movie. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what it's going to be at the end of the day. It's it just looks like a good, solid superhero movie, and I really miss just seeing a good, solid superhero movie without all the extra additives or the politics or anything else that they think they need to attach to it. Just a solid superhero movie. So I'm looking forward to it.
One of the things which obviously changed from what George Perez did, where she was this person looking for the artifacts and feeble, and she'd go through this ritual to become the cheetah. And one of the things that Perez kind of did was say that she wasn't necessarily bulletproof and wasn't necessarily invulnerable. And it added, it's one of those motifs where you see Wonder Woman get scratched and stuff like that, which is fun. This one, it seems like they're playing it the other way. And it's only me assuming, so I could be totally wrong, where she fights Cheetah and he takes a lot of hits. So then she needs this armor at the end. And I'm like saying, I don't know if she goes sort of Iron Man with it. So I'm gonna hold off. I'm just saying that's just just assuming. So I'm not sure. So ultimately, besides that, it looks like fun. I'm there. I was already there before that. So let's see what happens. And
I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. It's hard when I don't have too much more to say about something, but at this point, hey, I'm going to keep my powder dry, and I'm just really looking forward to see what these guys can produce. I'm not sure how I'm going to see it. I'm not sure how I'm going to see it. Just going to movies is pretty much verboten these days, but yeah, I'm still looking forward to it nonetheless.
I would also state the last thing which we didn't mention was the G. Gordon Godfrey, which we mentioned early on in the other video, which we talked about Glorious Godfrey. This one, you could see it clear that it's him. I thought it was going to be a later minister that was introduced in one of the novels, Wonder Woman. But it's clear, you guys, that it's probably G. Gordon Godfrey, and they can also connect this all to Darkseid, and then they can go to some of their DC Universe stuff, possibly. But G. Gordon Godfrey was pretty good, a decent character in Legends. I don't know if the Legend book, it's kind of the penultimate, it's the ultimate sort of G. Gordon Godfrey story, because he was introduced in the Forever People. And it's a good follow up to that. Might have ran a little long, but ultimately this is sort of, I don't know if this is going to be striking at the heroes the way he did in the comic books, but let's see what happens. And we're out. Spin the rack. OUT. Later.